All right, welcome to the shop, my friends. We're going to be messing around with the Peugeot again today, but today we'll be installing the original dropper post, the Breeze and Angel Hite Rite. Now these Hite Rites, I've got one installed on my Ritchie Ascent, which is also an 80s mountain bike, and it feels like this is just the appropriate thing to have on this Peugeot. This one's actually in black, so that'll look good. These Breeze and Angel Hite Rite dropper posts, or Hite Rites, not necessarily a dropper. They're really a clever design that uses the quick release that you're using here and a spring, basically, to give you a dropper. You can set the height. It clamps on up here on your seat post, and when you push it down after opening the seat post clamp and then closing it back up, when you're done, you just open it back up and it pops up. Some people can actually do this while they're riding. I'm not that skilled. Maybe if I worked at it for a long time I could. Like I said, I've got it installed on my Ritchie Ascent, my 1987 Ritchie Ascent. This is a 1986 Peugeot Orient Express, and let's stick it on and see what it's like. So first off, let's open this up. It's got instructions on the back on how to install it. Not super complicated. It's installed on the bottom with the quick release nut, and then on the top with a simple clamp that goes on the seat post. Got a nice little Hite Rite sticker to go with. It actually matches the Orient Express pretty good. So maybe we'll put it on. Components, we got like a shim, it looks like, if we need it, depending on the size of the seat post. The shim, it says, is if the seat post is 25.4 to a 26 millimeter. Ours is a 27.2, so we should be fine without it. So in also, here we've got an adapter tube if it's needed, washer and a nut, and a knurled nut that we can use and swap out with the quick release if we need to make that extra space that we want here that normally would be taken up by the clamp. But we might be able to do it without doing that. Let's see. All right, so first off, we're going to have to remove the seat post clamp. So we'll do that. There's a lot of play in there. All right. And I'm going to pop the seat post out, because if you can see, it's not the most slipperiest. So I'm going to sand this. I'm going to sand the seat post a little bit and make it a little smoother. I'm just hitting this with 400 grit. I want to make this as nice and smooth as I can. I'm going to get down inside there with a scrub pad. It feels pretty smooth. I just really want it as smooth as I can. And then I'm going to use a little bit of high performance grease. This stuff's a little slicker. This is the kind of grease I like to use on like headsets. It's a little faster grease. So get that in there really good. ready for the dropper post. Now, I'm going to have to change this routing of the cable housing for the rear brake to where it's going to the non-drive side to get it out of the way. So here I've got the dropper. I'm just going to slide this in. And I was wrong, this isn't a 27.5, it's a 26.8 dropper post, which should still work fine. So we'll get it in there. Get it nice and I want it good and worked. Still facing some resistance in there. So I'm still facing some resistance with the seat post, and so I'm going to just try sanding out it. I'm facing the resistance a little lower. Might be because of the clamp here. But I'm just going to clear out, make sure that this is just nice and smooth, not facing any problems here. In fact, here, I am going to try clamping lower. Okay, with that clamped lower, I'm hoping that that's not causing any resistance. I'm just going to slide this in after I've sanded it. We'll see. Oh, it's just... not happy. I want it to be able to pop up on its own, and if I have to force it like this to get the seat post out, it is too tight. I don't like this. Could be because of the clamp at the top. No, still too much resistance. Okay, I'm going to try clearing the seat post a little bit more aggressively by using a drill. All right, let's see if that helped. All right, I've worked it over a bit more, and hopefully we are good to go. Just gonna add a little grease. And hopefully this will slide in a little better. All right, put this in. All right. Okay, we're going to relocate the quick release to the non-drive side. Put this knurled nut. That's what's going to keep the tension. And then if this fits still, we'll use this one. On the outside. I think I might use the lock nut provided. We'll put this on here. All right. Okay, and let's get the seat post height right for me. Okay, let's try that height. That's about right. Now we tighten down the collar on this. Swap them. All right. And let's test this now. So it should be able to pop the quick release, pop it down, and clamp it in. Then should be able to come back up. Yep, there we are. To the original position. Clamp. And we're good. Sweet. Down and up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, and locked. And last, we'll put our little Hite Rite sticker on here. And voila. All right, let's drop the seat post. And let's go downhill. Now I can totally like sit way back behind it. All right, let's pop this back up. All right, so the Hite Rite's working pretty good. I think it's a good addition to my Peugeot Orient Express. This old school Hite Rite dropper post combo from the 80s. I'll put a link in the description. Tommy Breeze, the son of Joe Breeze, is the one that sells these on eBay now. He's a really cool guy. He's the guy who made the hats that I have, my Oldshovel hats. Super cool guy, super cool retro product. If you're looking for a way to kind of bling up your 80s or early 90s XC mountain bike, put a Hite Rite on it. It's super awesome. Yeah, Tommy sells them on eBay. I'll put, like I said, a link in the description. And as always, look for opportunities to give those old things new life. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Ciao. The stance on this bike feels really good. It's
It's a really nice, comfortable ride. And climbs well. Nice addition to my 80s XC bike collection.